As you punch rapidly over and over again, you're so focused on it, you don't even notice that he's just sort of like teetering, just like his eyes are closed, and he's just kind of like standing there in place. The last one you punch once again. How do you take out the ogre?
You just soloed it!
Yeah, you just single-handedly took out an ogre. Well, we're having some trouble with some goddamn squirrels.
There's a moment's pause as you all look around briefly. Clint, you're up in the tree. The two of you are standing over the body. It's still, it's quiet. There is a gentle fire kind of going on next to all the stuff in the corner.
Is this actually on fire?
Yes.
Oh God.
I think I have control flame. I might be able to stop this. Give me a second while I find it.
Should be in cantrips.
Yeah.
I
think it's in the other book.
Oh, yeah, Xanathar's.
It's in Xanathar's. I think I have control flame, so I might be able to do something with it. Gotta find it fast. It's burning. Everything's burning.
Got it.
Ooh, I could expand the flame. No. Instantaneously extinguish the flames within a 5-foot cube.
Okay.
You could do multiple.
I would say, yeah, you see that wanting to do this, you can run over and just after a couple seconds, you're like, poof, poof, and it goes away.
Stop!
You managed to.
Stop!
It looks like there's been some damage done to a couple of the boxes, but the rest seem to be intact.
Okay.
How does the cart that the ogre was in look?
It's currently like tangled up. The ropes are twisted, but it's just dangling there between the trees upside down.
Pretty intact though?
Yes, minus any wheels or anything. It's just like a box at this point.
Mm-hmm. Are we still in initiative?
No, we're done.
Okay.
The encounters.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds a couple times so that I can heal up.
If we're not in a time crunch, we could also just take a short rest.
That's true.
True. Yeah.
You can, yeah.
I'm still gonna pop a Cure Wounds just to be safe.
All right. So you catch your breath, surrounded by all these random corpses, and slowly begin to heal yourself and try to feel a little bit better from the squirrel biting you just took.
Might have gotten rabies. We're not entirely certain.
Oh, yeah.
Roll for rabies.
Well, actually.
Oh no!
I want all three of you to roll Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh God.
Oh God! Actually, though, rabies.
Oh, where?
Oh.
Well, I got
like
20.
cantripy.
No,
I got an 11.
18.
Okay. Give me a second. Do it twice, please, because if you were bitten more than once, do it twice.
I didn't ever get bit.
Yeah, I don't think you were ever bit, actually.
Oh, that's worse.
Oh,
that's a 7.
That's a 4.
Okay.
That's substantially worse.
As you heal yourselves, you really like the wounds are pretty itchy. You feel like you might be allergic to it a bit, but it's nothing terrible seems to happen though.
Yet.
Seems.
Dun dun dun.
So you heal up. Short rest is over. What do you all do?
I'm gonna just roll another.
Oh, I get my key points back.
What do I have? All my health and my spell slots. What do I have? I don't remember what
You get to roll your hit
You can
dice.
roll some of your hit dice.
Cool.
Some or all. So I am up to 34. I could screw it. We'll roll one
I'm
more
at
time.
37 out of 38. I only need to roll 2.
I'm gonna
34.
roll all
you had
5
to
of my
con to that, don't you?
D10.
What?
You had conned your hit dice, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
Sweet. Then I am at full health.
yeah, whatever. I'm good as well. And I think I also get back my wild shapes.
You do.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna roll all 5 of my D10 in that case, because I'm looking pretty rough.
Go for it.
15.
Never.
15 plus 7 is 22. Plus 9. Yeah, plus 9. Plus 9 is 31, which gets me back to 41 hit points.
Nice.
All right. Okay.
And then just because I can, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself again because I really want to be at full.
And you just keep
It's all
burning
about
those spell
appearances.
slots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you eventually
Perfect.
managed to clean up all those little small wounds and close up all the scratches you had.
After a bit of time, start searching the bodies and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll investigation checks.
Ooh, perfect person to roll that. Should I though?
Oh, I got it too. Shout out to the crew.
Okay, my investigation's gonna be a -1. Let's go. Oh, that's a 9, so that's an 8.
Oh, that wasn't me.
15.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Okay. So both of you dig around on a couple of the corpses and you find really basic stuff. They don't seem to be carrying much on them. They have maybe like a dagger or two and some
bolts.
I'll take daggers.
Maybe like 10 gold. You'll take a couple daggers, you get 10 gold. You, however, on the one that seems to be the one that's over there by the stuff that was sleeping on the pile of stuff, seemed to have much more valuable items on him. You find a jeweled dagger worth about 200 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Schmancy.
That's good.
How many daggers?
You get 2 basic daggers.
Oh yeah, and then I'm gonna start cutting off their scalps, I think is what they said.
Oh yeah, for the bounty.
For the bounty.
He didn't say scalps or any other evidence possible.
We could just take their whole head.
Yeah.
Well, no, I say
And-
scalps. Scalps is better. Scalps is easier to transport.
Ears?
Yeah, I was going to say ears or a finger.
Maybe
Yeah.
Would be
teeth.
quite easy. This is
Eyeballs.
This is taking us down quite the dark road.
Doesn't have to be physical evidence per se. It could be some token.
Can I take a
of-
picture?
I don't think I'm strong enough to wield the ogre's club, but I really want to.
Let's just go with fingers.
In your investigation, you find that all of them seem to be wearing what looks to be a talisman of sorts.
Yeah.
It looks to be a small talisman that looks like the full moon with a squirrel's tail dangling off the bottom of
That's
it.
adorable.
They all have one, so
Yeah. Okay.
this would likely be something you could bring back.
I'll
Finger.
so we'll grab each of those and then
That's what, 8?
You collect 8 total.
yeah. And did the ogre have one as well?
No, actually.
All right,
Okay.
then we're taking a finger from the ogre.
Okay.
Roll a nature check to successfully harvest.
Joke's
ogre
on
fingers.
you, I have a +8 to nature.
Oh no.
Good, in the forest.
Yeah.
You're still in the forest.
And that's a 17 anyways.
Yeah.
You pristinely carve off one ogre finger for proof later.
I've been doing this for a while.
It wasn't even your kill.
There's still all the boxes in the corner.
Okay.
Are the wheels to the hanging cart somewhere?
You look around, doesn't seem like it. And as you glance at the fire, you see like what looks to be a bunch of like broken pieces of wood and some spokes. It's probably in there.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should hide the stuff and find a cart to take back and get that for people?
Maybe.
Or just alert people
Or-
to its presence?
I mean, why don't we take a look at what's inside? I mean, who knows? It shouldn't be like that barrel of the mine or anything, right?
Sure.
Well-
So walk over, open the first barrel.
Okay, barrels. Inside that one barrel, it seems to be a barrel full of preserved
I was
food.
really hoping for another mimic. I'm gonna be honest.
No mimics in the
It would
loot
have been
heap.
funny.
So just like a bunch of sardines, basically. It seems to be some kind of fish in a barrel.
I do hope you realize that this does belong to somebody. It's not ours.
We're aware.
Well, I think they mentioned that they, killed some people. So, and they had like guards and stuff. So either they got ran off or they're poor saps that we missed in the forest. So,
I
mean-
had nothing to do with this if you get caught.
I mean, I'm just looking. I'm not taking anything. Look at all these sardines. There's so many sardines in here.
We've opened the barrel. I assume they'll go bad at some point now.
I mean, what is the current state of sardines?
Heavily salted. Undue air exposure
Oh.
might ruin them, but
Oh, salty sardines.
Close lid.
yeah.
Oh no. Oh, that sounds gross.
Okay, you close the lid. There's still several other boxes. Do you want to actually check them
Yeah.
all?
Yeah,
Okay,
sir.
roll investigation.
Okay, perfect.
I'll
I will
start looking
assist.
too. Hey, 16.
Oh, that's a 3, so 2.
That's 5.
So all together, you can look through. There's a bunch of like
I'm just
foodstuffs.
fascinated by the
There's
sardines.
There's like a barrel of apples, a barrel of like different fruits. You find looks to be like bundles of silk worth a good amount of money, probably about 400 gold pieces worth of silk, and some other valuable items, just like personal bits of jewelry, some gemstones. Altogether, that's all about worth about 300 gold pieces of like gemstones and precious metals. as you are open, there's a small chest that was like in the back, and you kind of reach
Yeah.
over and pull it up and open it. Make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Oh, perfect. Love this. That's actually an 18.
Okay.
Saving throws. This one?
Oh, that's not how that works. I roll an attack on you. That's how that works. That's
Your intelligence that's -1. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
because you're looking right down the barrel. Okay, 7 plus 8. It's 15.
Hits.
Okay, so as you crank open the inside and look down inside this treasure chest, a small little bolt goes pew and shoots out and hits you right in the chest. You take 9 piercing damage as this booby-trapped chest shoots out at you.
I told you so.
It's not a mimic, but something.
Inside seems to be a gilded scroll with like fancy writing on it.
While
Just
he
rolled
is
up.
nursing his wound, I snatch it.
Okay.
No.
Okay, you have this fancy scroll.
Can I read anything on it? Does it look like anything interesting?
So you unroll it. It is written in some very strange script. Can you read Celestial?
No.
Oh, he's excited.
I think I might have Celestial. I have to find language. No, I don't. Darn it.
Okay. Well, it appears to be a fancy scroll
Normally,
written
that's
in
what I
Celestial.
go for.
Yeah, me too, because I usually play clerics. But yeah, I just look at it and I try and do a quick evaluation of whether it's worth anything.
Man, if only Solaris was here.
Given the fact that it was booby-trapped and the craftsmanship of this, it's probably worth something. You just don't know what it is.
I toss it back in the chest and close it and kind of plan to take it with me.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think we have anything else super major to do here. Should we?
He's just kind of chilling.
Yeah. Could we like load up anything that we want to take into a barrel and just roll it with us?
Sure.
It's an effective strategy.
It'll impede your speed of leaving,
We're
getting
not in a
back.
hurry.
But yeah, you've only been out for, I'd say at this point,
Wait.
probably like 3 hours, so it's about noon, honestly.
Who
You've
here
got
wishes
time.
that we had Tensor's floating disc? Floating dish. Just a bowl.
I mean, it's a bowl, yeah. Okay, so you shove as much as you can into an empty barrel, and you roll it back along with the talismans as proof.
Or actually, at that point, I could probably just carry it with my
Sure, right, you're strong enough.
my strength. Yeah.
So you just, you throw
grab
one
an
over its
apple.
shoulder. You grab an apple. It seems to have at some point come in contact with the sardines, so it's a bit salty.
I just toss it.
Okay.
One salty apple.
So you guys go back to the main road, back the way you came.
Spitting.
Make another nature check as you're going.
Why?
Make another nature check.
No.
Just
Donut?
because as you walk, just generally keeping an eye out on the
You're
path.
Why? 'Cause the
12
ability.
plus
The traps.
8, 20.
Yeah, okay, you're fine. As you go back, you retrace
yeah.
your path, checking for your footsteps as you go.
I mean, I can't get lost anyways.
You completely avoid going off any different route than the way you came to avoid setting off any other traps that might have been there
Yeah.
along the way. So you go back, you pass the bear trap, you pass the giant timber thing again.
I'll
And
try to actually, on the way, just so nobody else kind of falls for it, I'm going to try to set off the traps.
Okay.
I'm just going to climb up the tree that the timber thing is in and slash at the rope with a dagger.
And I think for the bear trap, I'm going to start by just tossing a chestnut at it, see if that works.
Yeah, roll a ranged spell or
chestnuts
ranged
are
melee
back.
attack. Ranged melee attack. That's not a thing. Ranged attack.
I rolled a 16. I don't know.
You're good.
Okay.
It was easy. You just kind of
Yeah.
aim really good, and you chuck a chestnut in there. It triggers the mechanism. It goes clank and clang shut.
Perfect.
It's triggered.
And then the other one is just a tarp, right? And
Yeah, just pull the tarp.
Yeah.
I'm going to go grab the bear trap for later.
Okay. Go ahead. You can pull it up.
Solid chestnut use.
So then you.
Is that what they're used for? I guess they're useful for something if they're not useful for eating.
They're delicious.
I have yet to see evidence of that.
Yeah, we don't know. But you continue on your way back to the main road. You make it back. You've got about, I'd say, another 45 minutes or so to walk back towards town to get back to town.
All right. So,
Sweet.
Our last attempt at roasting them over an open fire did not go well.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened. All right. Continue going.
Okay, so you push through, hiking back down the road. It's pretty busy at this point. So people give you some strange looks with your large barrel and the general like cuts and markings all over your clothing from your battle. But other than that, you're not harassed at all. You make it back to town.
Wait, Aaron, do you have the fingers in a necklace?
I only grabbed the one finger.
Wait, only one? Oh, for the
The
ogre.
ogre.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Then are you
I'm
blamed out of your mind?
I'm wearing all 8 talismans, and I'm like very, very proudly carrying the.
Okay.
That is
I've not got a
ogre
good.
finger. I killed it. It's mine by right of conquest.
All right, then you can have it. I toss it at you.
And I just catch it.
You just catch it. It's pretty
No,
easy.
I toss it very, very passive aggressively.
Okay, make a acro or dex check to see if you can catch it in time.
That's an 11 plus 4.
Yeah, it's
so,
pretty easy.
Yeah.
Even though you throw it kind of down, bad throw at the angle of the ground, you're still able to catch it without any getting blood everywhere. It's fine.
So tempted to do an acrobatics check to see if I can do a flip while doing it. That's just about to go bad.
You're fine. So, okay, you make it back to the bridge.
Nothing ends well.
And
Realizes, oh shoot, I have to go back into accent. Continue to go.
so you go back over the bridge. Now you're back in Frostford. Where are you going?
All right.
Shall we present the talismans first, or shall
To the
we take a bath?
Viscount! And I charge off towards the castle.
Excellent.
I'm sure our smell will be just fine.
Man of action.
Okay, so
Continues
you
walking.
go marching off. The rest of you follow, making your way back up. You go up the stairs, past the Frostfall waterfall, and then up to the top, curving around to the top of the mountain where the keep is and the Viscount does his residence. As you're walking past, you look over and you see there's actually, this wasn't really ongoing the day before, but you see off to the right, there's this flurry of activity where there seems to be like dozens of Dragonborn of all different colors and sizes, working and like chiseling away at some kind of blocks of granite. It looks like they're building some kind of structure off to the side. Just kind of keeping busy. That seems to have started just like yesterday or this morning. But you keep going and you make your way up to the keep where everything is kept.
Yeah. Is there a line today, or?
It's a little bit later. Like people have gotten most of their business done this morning, so there really isn't much of a line.
All right. So we just walk right in.
Yeah, you walk up. The guards, noticing you and remembering you from the day before, nod and let you in. And you can make your way up to the front where the crescent-shaped room, with Viscount at the top of the table with his advisors around him. He sees you all step in, you with your large barrel, looks at the barrel, looks at you and the rest of you, and just sort of says like, that's a large barrel you have there. What do you bring me?
I bring you the talismans of 8 bandits. And I throw them on the ground in front of them.
And I give you this token of an ogre I killed by myself with no help.
All right, we admit it was impressive.
I just
No
toss it
one
on
is
the pile.
denying that.
He watches this little kerfuffle and smiles a bit. And he's like, interesting. I'm glad that you're able to take it out by yourself. That sounds like quite the journey. That's a lot of talismans. And kind of gestures to one of the butler dudes in the corner, and he comes over and gingerly picks up like the blood-stained talismans and looks at them. He's like, "Yeah, these look like they belong to the tree rats or whatever." He's like, "Yeah, that aligns with what we knew." Excellent. Thank you very much. I believe I promised you 30 gold ahead for the return of these.
That sounds
35.
correct.
Roll persuasion.
Roll deception.
What is my deception? My deception is +2. Okay. That's a 6.
He's like, no, 30. And he gestures again. The butler comes and hands you each 40 gold pieces, evenly distributed.
Wow, thank you very much.
Wait, that's 240 divided by 3. So 80 gold
yeah.
pieces each. In a little money bag.
All right.
What do I get for the ogre?
The ogre, that was part of that was not part of the deal. I don't believe I asked you to kill any ogres, but
They were with them.
I'm glad that it was taken care of. Good work, though.
Well, thank you for the accolades, I suppose.
Yeah. All
I'm
right.
grateful that we have people of your caliber are out and around keeping the roads safe. We need more like you, and I guess people in the local police force could definitely take some inspiration from your work. I might have to brief them on what your tactics were earlier.
Just punch it until it falls down.
Yes.
Charge
Exactly.
forward into clear danger.
But you went there and you did it, which is important. They seem to struggle with that.
All right.
If you'd like to send somebody out there to collect the belongings of whatever the bandits took, there's certainly some left out there. We couldn't fit all of it into that one barrel.
Yeah, lots of meats and fruits.
Sardines.
Yeah.
Salty sardines. So you give him a detailed explanation of where to go and find these things to recollect them.
You'll see a pit, a fallen tree, and some cut rope.
You'll also see just a giant ogre corpse and some bandit corpses
That's how you
and
know you're
some burn
there.
marks.
Yeah.
Interesting. I will keep that on mind and tell my chief in command to seek that out. We'll repossess those as needed and distribute them to the parties who need them back.
Be very careful for traps. We only found a couple.
Noted. I'll include that in my report. If there's anything else you want to talk about, I'd be happy to discuss that now. Otherwise, I have business to attend to.
I would like to take a bath, so I think we're done.
Yeah.
Or I am anyway.
I am in agreement. And
I'm good, and I charge out the front door
start making
right.
my way out with the barrel.
after a quick.
Polite gesture.
Yes.
So you head back out. Now it's, I'd say, about 2 p.m. You've completed your mission. What do you do?
Bath.
Yeah. Go back to the inn, start actually organizing the stuff. Because he never asked for he asked for what was inside of the barrel, but never took it away. So
That's true. Okay, so you head back to the
I'll
inn.
pawn that off elsewhere.
You ask for a bath from Benjamin Meatmaker, and he's like, a bath?
A bucket of water will do.
We're right by
Okay.
a waterfall.
He goes and brings out a bucket. It's like kind of cloudy. It's clearly the water from the river, and he may have been using it to mop the floors like a few minutes ago.
Better than nothing. Better than ogre blood.
True. He's like, that'll be a gold
Marginally.
piece for that bath. Complimentary of the house.
And just stare at him.
Roll intimidation.
Oh, God. 9.
He looks at you. He's not scared, but he does feel kind of bad. He's like, fine, just be quick and use it.
Thank you. I'll return it to you later.
Yeah. I'll actually be saying goodbye once we approach the inn. I gotta head back to the farm, but feel free to stop by. It's the Root Smasher Orchard, just south of here, and it was a pleasure working with you all. And if I ever see you around again, I'd love to work with you all again.
Perhaps next time you can better convince us of what your crops actually are.
I'll get one of them science people to help me out with that.
Take my advice. Crop rotation.
Ooh, that sounds intriguing. I'll definitely be looking into that. Anyway, see you all in the future. Walks off out of the city with the barrel.
Clint just takes the barrel, his spoils, and hikes off down south towards Oakdale to return to his farm in the woods around that area.
I think I'll be taking off as well. Being in the forest so much today really made me miss it. So I think I'll be heading back home to my quaint little forest village. Is what the brochure says. And I think I'll just be spending my time there. I think I'll keep this you know what? Never mind. I think I'll just keep this memory close to my heart.
Aw.
And with that, I run off towards the forest.
Sprint off, passing Clint as he slowly trudges south, and just run into the woods back to wherever you came from.
I spent one last night in the inn just because I want to be comfortable for one more night after being paid. And then we'll...
10 gold for a night.
Okay, that's fine.
He's being a bit more aggressive. You all have strange demands, and it makes him uncomfortable.
That's fine. I just got
I
paid.
asked for toast.
And bait.
But yeah, so in the morning I head off super early, just wandering in a random direction.
You go west, heading towards Lutetia, once again, passing by the place where you were earlier, but in general, just kind of wandering, exploring as you go, petting your mouse as you do. With that, I think we'll draw it to a close. That's the end of this particular group session, and I've really enjoyed having you guys here with me and doing this.
Yeah,
this
thank you so
one-week
much.
session.
Yeah, it's
Seriously.
been a pleasure, except for
All of that. All of that.
And chestnuts.
You survived.
Chestnuts were a
I
bit much.
survived.
Yeah, well, I found a
was
way.
kind of surprised.
Any
We could have
final
brought you back.
closing comments, or are we good for the evening?
Always be a man of action. Good night.
Please think through your ambushes. Please think through
Invest
your
in
ambushes.
chestnuts. Invest in chestnuts.
The guy died
Words
on
of
the
wisdom.
first attack. All I'm
Words of wisdom
saying.
from a D&D game. Have a good night. See you all later.
Bye.